Why, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Star Wars headquarters. Hope you're all doing well. I've got a really interesting video for you today because Disney just recently revealed the Wayseeker Jedi. We're going to be talking about that in this video and what the Wayseeker Jedi is, who the Wayseeker Jedi is, and all the details, because this is all coming from the new era in the Star Wars universe, the High Republic. We're going to be diving into all the details here, including information on Coruscant's return to storytelling. Some really, really exciting stuff in this video. So hit that like button if you are super excited for all of the Star Wars stuff coming up. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up here with the new series, and we even have a new High Republic series coming up on Disney Plus as well called The Acolyte, which I'm super excited for. So again, hit that like button, leave a comment below, let me know what are you excited for the most. But without further ado, let's dive into the details, starting off with Star Wars The High Republic Into the Dark. This is a novel that will be releasing next year that details what the Wayseeker Jedi is and who the Wayseeker Jedi is. So let's see what Into the Dark has to say about the Wayseeker Jedi. So this is what the book says. It says, Orla had recently declared herself a Wayseeker, a Jedi who would operate independently of the dictates of the Jedi Council. Some Jedi from time to time found themselves drawn to a period of solitary action, whether that meant meditation on a mountaintop, helping revolutionaries on a tyrant-ruled world, or even, in one legendary instance, becoming a minor singing sensation on Alderaan. All paths could lead to a deeper understanding of the Force. So there is the official description of what a Wayseeker Jedi is. And we also learned who the Wayseeker Jedi is. And to me, there's a lot of parallels with Ahsoka in this description, because as you know, Ahsoka kind of went on her own at a certain point. And if we want to learn more about Orla, her full name is Orla Jarani. And I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's her full name in the High Republic. So this is the description of Orla Jarani, if you wanted to know that. So it says, Orla Jarani was an Umbaran female Jedi Wayseeker during the time of the High Republic, operating independently of the Jedi Council, and as the Padawan of Jedi Master Lorette, Jarani was involved in the Iram Orona crisis. Hopefully I said that right. It says 25 years later, she was one of 4 Jedi aboard the Starship vessel on a trip to the Starlight Beacon, having recently declared her status as a Wayseeker. So she did declare her status as a Wayseeker. So it's something that apparently they do have to declare, which is interesting. And if you wanted to see what she looks like, this is actually what she looks like in the High Republic. So as you can see, she appears to be wearing a white robe and has a white lightsaber right here. And again, her description and what she's wearing reminds me a lot of Ahsoka, because as you know, Ahsoka has white lightsabers. And at one point, she also had a white robe in Rebels. So we're seeing a lot of parallels with the character of Ahsoka in Orla, and you know, even what she's doing, like becoming a Wayseeker and kind of going out on her own, is very similar to what Ahsoka did in her story as well. So some really, really interesting parallels there with Ahsoka. And I'm guessing that Orla could become a central focus in the High Republic. I'm curious to see if, like, you know, Disney eventually, you know, makes a series based on her, or if the Acolyte series that we'll be getting on Disney Plus mentions her, or if she's possibly one of the main characters in Star Wars The Acolyte series, which again is coming to Disney Plus. So what do you think? Leave your predictions. Do you think Orla will become a primary focal point of the High Republic? That's how I'm feeling about it. We'll see what happens in the story as it progresses in the High Republic. Also, in all of this, we had some other interesting details, including Coruscant. So the description of Coruscant actually comes from the book Into the Dark, which we've been talking about. And it says the following. It says, Padawan Reath Silas is being sent from the cosmopolitan galactic capital of Coruscant to the undeveloped frontier, and he couldn't be less happy about it. He'd rather stay at the Jedi Temple, studying the archives, but when the ship he's traveling on is knocked out of hyperspace in a galactic-wide disaster, Reath finds himself at the center of the action. The Jedi and their traveling companions find refuge on what appears to be an abandoned space station, but then strange things start happening, leading the Jedi to investigate the truth behind the mysterious station, a truth that could end in tragedy. So it's really cool to see that we're seeing the return of Coruscant in Star Wars storytelling. And, as you probably already know, I believe the Rise of Skywalker's original story was supposed to feature Coruscant in it. We never got to see that, though, and maybe for a good reason. Maybe it's because they were reserving it for something like the High Republic, which to me has a lot of promise from what we're seeing so far. So again, it's going to be really cool to see the return of Coruscant. And will we see Coruscant in live action soon? That's the big question. I really, really hope so. Now, if we go back to the description of Orla, who of course is the Wayseeker Jedi, we learn that she's actually a Padawan at this point in the storytelling. So it says, the Iram Arona crisis, hopefully I pronounced that right, was an incident that took place during the High Republic era after members of the Directorate kidnapped Monarch Castle of Arona and Queen Consort Thedeka of Iram. And I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. These names are hard to pronounce. But it says the two planets, normally at odds, asked the Jedi Order for assistance in desperation. And Jedi Masters Lorette and Simex were dispatched with their Padawans Orla Durani and Comic Vites. Again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing these character names correctly. I apologize about that. But we learned there that she's a Padawan and that she has Jedi Masters Lorette and Simic that she is helping on this particular mission here. So again, really interesting information found throughout all of these things here, and it's going to be interesting to see if it all ties into the Acolyte somehow eventually, and how it's all going to play out. But let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will be reporting on any new Star Wars stuff coming up. There's tons of news that's been happening recently, as you know, and hopefully we get some video game announcements as we go into 2021. Do you think they're going to eventually make a High Republic game based on all this cool stuff we're seeing? I would not be surprised if we see that in the future. But that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you did, hit that like button. Let me know what videos you want to see here at the Star Wars headquarters. And may the Force be with you always.